Well, good morning, everybody. What a beautiful morning up here at Rivers Inlet. And of course, we're staying at Duncanby Lodge and Marina. And this is my second year here. And the reason I came back is because I had such a great time last year, as well as I wanted to bring my grandson to a really neat place. And all he's interested in right now is watching the tip of that rod. And I'd like to introduce you to my grandson, Dylan, and to my good friend who we caught a really nice Chinook last year out here, Corey. And Corey is one of the head guides at Duncanby Lodge. Mind you, they have lots of good guides at the lodge. And he just seemed to be on a real roll, and I just like to be with the guy who's on the real roll, right?
Can't hurt.
But what we're really wanting to do is we're fishing with 10-weight fly rods here and small hardy reels, packed with just a little bit of monofilament line and a lot of Dacron backing. And the reason we need a lot of Dacron backing is because I want to get this guy here catching a big fish on light tackle. So that's what the show is all about, is Corey and myself up here in beautiful Rivers Inlet, focusing on a really big Chinook salmon for my grandson Dylan to enjoy. And you're quite excited about catching a really big fish, aren't you?
Yeah, and I hope it's going to be 45 pounds.
Why would you like 45 pounds?
Because it takes out a lot of line. It's a long time to get them in.
Oh, okay, that's good. Now Papa did pretty well here yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah.
How big was my fish yesterday?
35 pounds.
Was it 35 pounds? So the main reason being is you want to take out Papa. Give me 5. Okay, so that's what it's all about up here at Duncanby Lodge. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Duncanby Lodge, and I'll just show you some of these really neat photographs and video that we took of the lodge, of our stay up here. And then we'll go to a commercial. We'll be back with hopefully Dylan playing a big fish on a little wee rod. Duncanby Lodge, a great place to bring your grandson, your grandfather, or anyone that you want to spend some quality time with. Land-based Duncanby Lodge lies on the mid-coast of British Columbia at a place called Rivers Inlet. Famous for big fish and an interception point for many species of Pacific salmon, as well as halibut and bottomfish. The rooms are spacious and well suited for families, couples, and corporate clients. One has the choice of being guided or non-guided. When not fishing, one can enjoy cruising, kayaking, whale and wildlife viewing, or sipping a cocktail on the terrace as you watch the sunset. I love the open menu. From first light to last light, you can eat what you want, when you want. At Duncanby, the fish truly are the bonus.
Coming up, reel, man, reel, so excited. Whoa, it's a slab, man, he just launched. You see that?
That's right.
Tip up, man.
Whoa!
There he goes. Let him go, let him go.
He's a nice guy, too.
Oh, man, that's some airtime on that guy, eh?
I know, yeah.
Keep your palm on there nice and keep her nice and tight, bud.
Oh,
you're into your backing. You got your backing out there. Oh, my goodness. Now always be careful with your knot, Dylan. When you reel it back in, you got to watch out. When you get all your backing back,
yeah,
you don't want to have your rod bent too much. That's the only time you actually don't really bend the rod right over, because that knot can actually damage the eyes, especially if the fish turns.
How about Papa nets my fish?
Oh, dude, that fish got airborne twice, like
That's
3
a nice
feet
fish.
out. Ah, it'd be 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And I just said it's at 50 feet, and
Yeah, good
boom!
call. I said 55, the kid said, nope, 50, and whacks a fish right at it. Nice. Keep that tip up, bud. Don't drop that rod. You keep that right up. I want to see more bend in the rod. More bend. There you go.
Isn't this fabulous? Out with my grandson. The Pacific Ocean. You go that way, you got
Look at
Japan.
how much you took out.
Right here, we've got the mainland, central British Columbia, an area known for gigantic fish called Rivers Inlet. And I've got my grandson with a
He's just
10-weight fly rod and a #1 Zane tarpon reel by Hardy, and he's playing a fish.
Work 'em, bud. Work that fish.
That wasn't down there for very long, was it? You see how it all wants to pile up on one end, so every once in a while take your finger like this here,
Yeah.
and then go through like
That's
that.
what
That's
I'm
right.
doing.
Move it back and forth. And while you're doing that, Papa will just have a little bit of a tea. We're at, I guess you'd call the mouth of the inlet, wouldn't you?
I'd say so, yeah, right out in
Yeah,
the mouth.
right out front. So you can go into the river, in toward the rivers, into the inlet to fish, or to fish the open ocean like what we are right now.
The reason why we fish the mouth of the inlet and not necessarily target the head of the inlet is you still have all those 70-pounders cruising right by the mouth because they have to go past the mouth. But at the same time, you've got all these 4-year migratory 20-pounders, which Dylan's got on right now.
Yeah.
It's just more steady action. I mean, rather than getting 1 fish a day, you know, you hook probably half a dozen fish a day and you still have the same shot of hooking a 50,
yeah, because this
60
could be a
pounder.
Fraser River fish, for example. It could be heading down the Fraser River. It could be heading anywhere, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just cruising through here. You know, following not only their migration route, but staying on the feed as well. And
this spot is pretty notorious for having huge, huge bait balls.
yeah.
Needlefish, mostly all needlefish here.
Yeah. Slow that boat down. Slow that boat down. Get in front of that boat.
Cut that boat off!
Cut that boat off.
I can see the line. He's not going to hit it.
Okay. Thank you.
Because the fish
Boy,
went
we
that
looked
way.
up and we saw this commercial boat coming right for his lines. That would have been a disaster, eh? As you saw that commercial boat that came flying through, he can't see that thin line. He doesn't know what's going on. So luckily he wasn't on autopilot doing something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily he was watching.
Well, he
where
very well might have been, right?
Yeah. Doing a really good job of playing him, Dylan.
Beauty, Dylan. You're doing great, bud. Oh, I just seen a big silver streak in the water there. First nice spring on a fly rod, though. That's pretty cool.
This gives him a good tussle.
I've got lake trout on the fly rod too, right, Papa?
Yeah, but they don't fight like these babies do.
It's like he's getting pretty tired there, Dill.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him, though, that he might take another run on you. Always be ready for that.
Lift him. Now lift him way up. Come on, way up. Come on, way up.
Yeah, it's nice fish, bud. Beauty.
There we go.
Look at that. Is that a net mark or something on his back there?
Oh, look at that, eh?
I'll take him.
Got
You
him?
want to take him? There
Yeah.
you go.
Nice fish.
You betcha. Look at, he's been wounded there before, eh? Those are old scars.
Yeah.
They look like a teeth or something that's had him at one time.
For sure. Let's get him back in the
Okay, let's
water,
get him
bud.
back in the water,
I
yeah.
can.
You got him? He might take some revival, though, because I don't want to drop him right away.
He wants to go there. He wants to go.
There he goes.
I'm
He's
flicking.
swimming away.
Oh, nice job, bud. Beauty.
Hey. Give Papa a big hug. Papa gets a big hug. Okay. We'll be right back.